Actor Michael C. Hall is returning as serial killer Dexter Morgan in the highly anticipated series Dexter Resurrection. Set in New York City, the story picks up right where the 2021 miniseries left off. Spoiler alert, 10 weeks after being shot by his own son, Dexter wakes from a coma. In this preview, Dexter talks to the ghost of his adoptive father as he tracks down a new serial killer.
You seem calmer, more relaxed than you have in a long time.
Yeah, I am. Doing something I know how to do, something I'm good at.
What's the plan? Your body isn't ready for anything physical.
It's just a preliminary vetting, see if I can get eyes on Schmidt, get a sense of who he is. All the stuff I've done a million times before. Who is this? Is this Ronald Schmidt?
And the man who will make your soul shiver, the incredibly talented Michael C. Hall, joins us now. Good morning, Michael.
Good morning.
All right, so in the previous miniseries, Dexter New Blood, your character was shot, as we just mentioned, and presumed dead. How did he come back to life?
Nate, he looked really dead. There was a lot of blood.
I know. Well, he's a very resilient guy. He's like a cat. But, you know, it was very cold on that forest floor. Maybe his son didn't hit him as directly as Dexter thought he had or as we thought he had. But, yeah, I mean, he definitely was very compromised, went into a coma, but he woke up. I mean, this all stemmed from a conversation that I had with a producing director on the show, remembering how wonderful it was to shoot the show, and just out of my mouth popped, what if he didn't die? Is that crazy?
And what was their response?
Marco Siega, he said, call Clyde Phillips, ask him, our showrunner, and it started a conversation. We all became increasingly compelled by the idea that if he didn't die, that this would have afforded him a second chance at life. And maybe will allow him to move forward, and I think does, in a way that's unburdened by the past. He doesn't forget his past, but he's not weighed down by it in the same way.
But why do I struggle with liking this guy? Because
he kills people.
Because he kills
But ethically,
people. I mean,
he's a code. There's a code.
Right.
because he's a serial killer. You're right, Tony. He's got a code, a code of ethics, if you will.
Yeah.
And there's a line that says, when you kill other killers, future innocent victims are saved. So I like that part.
Yeah.
But there is a part where he's torturing people before he kills them. Why am I saying, all morning long we've been saying the popular serial killer.
Yeah.
And I always seem to trip up the words when I'm saying that. What is it
crazy.
about him? It is crazy, yeah.
I mean, when we started with the idea of doing this pilot episode, and I would tell people about it, they would cock their head and say, well, good luck with that. I don't think that's going to work. Who's going to watch that? Who's going to like that? But somehow the show strikes a tone that gives people permission to identify with this dark guy.
That's a great way to put it.
Because he's taking unique responsibility for his darkness. He's targeting people that arguably deserve it. I mean, it's all very morally gray at best, because he is killing people. But yeah, he's killing killers and maybe saving more lives than he's ending.
Yes.
And you're also an executive producer on this series, and you and the team have managed to bring in all sorts of amazing guest stars. Uma Thurman, you've got Neil Patrick Harris, and the list goes on and on.
Yeah, Peter Dinklage, Kristen Ritter, David Desmelchin, Eric Stonestreet. It's so gratifying.
Now you're a name dropper.
Yeah, now I'm dropping names,
But to Tony's point, though, Tony, they wouldn't come if they didn't think it was good.
Well, it seems like they all want to dabble in this shadow self.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, it's gratifying for us, certainly, that we're able to attract people of this caliber. But I do think a part of the appeal is people jump at the chance to, play characters who are dark. People like being called upon to mine their shadow side, the side of themselves that in the world they try to suppress, thankfully. But yeah, it's a delicious invitation.
Michael, I have a suggestion for your show. Did you guys know that he sings? He's in a band.
I did know
What's
that.
the name of your band? I didn't know.
Princess Goes.
Princess Goes. And word on the street is that you have a very good voice. Do you envision a storyline where we see Dexter at some point singing? People would love to see that. I think that could be a nice twist. You're welcome.
Okay.
Executive producer Gayle King.
Executive producer Gayle King.
I mean, I don't know if it's quite in sync with how he thinks of himself, but you know, I've learned to never say never with Dexter, so he could be forced into a
It
situation
could be a new
where he
spinoff.
has to do it.
Yeah, it'll be Dexter. He sings too.
But I love the father-son dynamic. Your son Harrison is
Yeah.
now picking up Dad's business, and then you're also talking to your dead father. The father-son dynamic is very crucial in this series too.
Yeah, Dexter has this internalized father who's reemerged in this series with whom he has an ongoing conversation. And that informs his own relationship to his own son.
Yeah.
His own son is this flesh and blood evidence that Dexter is, in fact, in spite of what he might believe about himself, a human being, and his connection to his humanity, his connection to light, you know, and he's drawn to that.
It's very
Well, this
layered,
show
and you
connects
were
with
very
the fan
good.
base. Michael C. Hall, thank you so much.
C stands for
Appreciate
what?
you.
C stands for what?
Carlisle.
Carlisle, Dexter Resurrection premieres with 2 episodes this Friday on Paramount Plus with
Carlisle.
Showtime, part of our parent company, Paramount Global. We will
That
be right
picture,
back.
Nate.